All right, so there's a lot of people reaching out asking, how can you help? So here's what you can do to help. You can call this woman right here. This is Senator Kim Ward. This is Senator Kim Ward's contact information. Also, you can contact this woman right here. This would be Nicole Ziccarelli. This would be her contact information. If you can't get a hold of either of these bimbos, then you can try this guy, Ron Zona, or you can try this gentleman, Dave Sunday. Again, here's their information down here. So if you want to call, there's one last person. If you're really feeling froggy, I don't know what good it will do. I have already talked to his secretary. I also talked to the Attorney General's secretary, but you can still try to give Dave a call anyway. But this guy right here, Governor Josh Shapiro, and here is his contact information. But yeah, so that's what you guys can do if you would like to help with my situation, try to push the message as high as we can go, the story of what happened to my son and his mother. And again, for those that are just getting here that are unclear about what's happened, on July 7th of 2024, they were involved in a severe car crash when a now defendant doing 90 miles an hour in a residential 35 crossed the clearly marked double yellow line, broad daylight, hitting them head on, sending their vehicle, what I would estimate from the video, roughly 100 feet. No criminal charges, no crash investigation, no field sobriety test. His father was allowed to come onto the scene and usher him off. He refused medical attention while my son and his mother were on their way to a level 2 trauma center. Charges not filed until November 14th, the same day that I attended my first township meeting, which I was unlawfully removed from. And might I add that leading up to that first appearance at the meeting, there were a number of telephone calls, emails, threats, and all kinds of things, retaliation towards me for trying to seek justice, all the way up into, at one point, the chief of police, who has recently retired, had the township manager send me an email saying that he would not discuss the details of the case with me, despite my minor son being a victim, that he would only discuss these details with his mother because she was the driver. I was not in the vehicle, despite knowing that she has a traumatic brain injury that makes it difficult for her to remember things. It makes it difficult for her to ask questions. I mean, there's some struggles that she's dealing with. It's gotten a little bit better since the day of the accident, but she still even struggles to this day. So these are just some of the low blows, and why we're suggesting that if you want to help us, if you want to, make some noise, contacting these people would be one of the best ways that you could do that for us. And again, as always, I greatly appreciate you standing with me and my family as we try to navigate, not only their situation as victims, but now my situation as a criminal defendant. I did not ever think that I would ever become a criminal defendant again. But here I am. I'm calling it a malicious prosecution. I'm calling them unlawful arrest. This is clearly in retaliation to me seeking justice for my family. And it is very comforting to see that there are a lot of other people that see it for exactly that. And they're not allowing it to be twisted and allowing me to be framed in a light that makes me anything other than a father who is seeking justice for his son and his son's mother, because they deserve justice. And we have some very blatant infringements that have been going on for, the last year and a half. And it has led us to this point where I am now going to trial in the same courthouse as the gentleman who hit my family. But I have to say, I'm moving a lot quicker than he did through the system. But then again, I don't have a grandfather who was the lawyer for the Allegheny County Sheriff's Department, and I do not have a great-grandfather who was a Democratic representative for the 20th District of Pittsburgh. So, maybe when you have connections like that, which is what I've kind of been saying all along, it's a different process for you. And I think that is the root issue, is that there seems to be two separate sets of rules, and, when they don't apply it by just the rules, which is the Constitution, then that means that we have people's human rights being violated, and that we can't stand for. So, stay with us. We still have a journey to continue.